Hi there. My name is Vien, and I'm very excited to showcase my abstract regarding the efficacy of AI-generated dermatological conditions. So, what's the reason for even doing this abstract? And the reason is, within the last year, AI ecosystems have been exploding. Ecosystems including ChatGPT, Claude, Bard, just to name a few. And each of these different AI avenues introduces new possibilities in healthcare. The research thus far, even though it is quite novel, demonstrates just that. ChatGPT, the last iteration, 3.0, was able to perform at a 60% accuracy rate when taking the USMLE Step 1. This same model was also able to read clinical vignettes and give the correct diagnosis 88% of the time, compared to 96% for physicians. And just to note, this was the last iteration. The current iteration of ChatGPT is 4.0 right now. So this begs the question, what role does AI have in healthcare? And does it have a role in dermatology? With all these AI ecosystems expanding so rapidly, we wanted to see its quality in generating healthcare treatment choices and comparing this quality to UpToDate as a benchmark for comparison. So in this system, we wanted to look at two different models. The first being ChatGPT 4.0, and then the second model being BingChat. Taking these two models, we plugged in the following prompt. Please provide me with a summary of the following dermatological condition, blank. With this condition, furnish a list of treatment recommendations and special considerations for managing this condition based on the severity of presentation. In this abstract, we looked at 33 different conditions, and they included, but are not limited to, vitiligo, tinea versicolor, folliculitis, actinic keratosis, just to name a few. We then took all these outputs and plugged it into the DISCERN method. This tool is a standardized way of evaluating the quality of written consumer health information. It's a reliable way of grading the trustworthiness and practicality of this medical advice. To make sure that we also control for the rater's biases, we also employed the Cohen's kappa statistic, in which we took the agreement or the inter-rater reliability between two scores and used it to validate our DISCERN scores. And this is what we found. We saw that there are varying levels of quality provided by different language models in the context of dermatological conditions. As we can see over here, UpToDate actually had the highest level of DISCERN score, scoring an average of 3.07. The two natural language models trailed behind at 2.31 for BingChat and ChatGPT with a 2.275. If we look at the inter-rater reliability index, aka the Cohen's kappa, it shows a high level of reliability with scores of 0.553, 0.679, and 0.448. So what does this all mean? Well, for one, these results indicate that UpToDate is here to stay, at least for now. It remains a gold standard. However, AI models such as ChatGPT and BingChat aren't that far behind. And if you contextualize their performance, especially given the fact that they are not trained on medical information, their performance was actually very commendable, as they were able to gain a DISCERN score close to that of UpToDate. Other strengths include the fact that these models are highly accessible, and if you use your own prompt, you're actually able to customize the output of these natural language models. But there are some weaknesses. When looking at it from the aspect of DISCERN categories, it really struggles on two different questions. One, does it achieve its aims? And number two, is it clear what sources of information were used to compile the publication? This suggests that plans were occasionally unfocused, and the sources of information were not always clear. The second weakness is that there's possibilities for hallucinations. These AI models speak with a certain level of confidence that can lead readers to believe the outputs of the AI models to be true, even if it's complete gibberish. So always use caution when using these AI tools. These results beg the following questions. What are the legal and ethical implications of AI-generated materials? Is this information cost effective in comparison to standards of care? Are they potentially applicable in a global sense? Can it be changed from a language to language basis and still retain its accuracy? And finally, can training these natural language models actually demonstrate an increase in viability of its medical advice? Considering the fact that AI research is so novel, and yet it's still able to garner such great results as seen in this abstract and in the literature, I'm fairly confident that AI is here to stay, at least in the aspect of healthcare, and more specifically dermatology. I truly do believe that AI isn't here to replace us. It's here to give us back time, time to spend with our patients and enhance our human touch. Thank you. Again, thank you so much for your time. If you do have any questions, please feel free to message me. I'll answer back as soon as I can. Thank you.